Boeing's recent product expansion and operational turnaround are setting the stage for a resumption of shareholder returns as its operating margins move back into positive territory. The aerospace giant now faces the critical task of proving it can sustain execution across its portfolio, enabling further production increases to meet surging global demand. The two dips as of 20th of February to March 11th and March 26th to April 5th both provided sizable buying opportunities. The stock has dramatically outperformed the market since then. Its latest earnings has added more fuel to the bullish sentiment, given the measurable progress in righting the ship after years of setbacks. The company leads the industry in both net orders and order value for the first half of 2025, thanks in part to strong wide-body demand. However, Airbus is closing the gap, particularly in the high-volume single-aisle jet market, while still holding the lead in total unit deliveries. Boeing's advantage in delivery value is supported by its wide-body dominance, but this may narrow if Airbus successfully ramps up production once its supply chain bottlenecks ease. Boeing's growth path is not without hurdles. Regulatory production caps, dwindling inventory of the 737 MAX, and lingering reputational issues continue to weigh on operations. Airbus, for its part, faces its own manufacturing challenges, with supply chain disruptions slowing the pace of deliveries. Despite these obstacles, the long-term fundamentals for both manufacturers remain strong, as global airline demand shows no signs of abating. Adding to Boeing's momentum, the UK's Competition and Markets Authority, CMA, announced it will not conduct an in-depth review of Boeing's planned $4.7 billion acquisition of Spirit AeroSystems, clearing a major regulatory hurdle. The deal, expected to close in Q4 2025, reunites Boeing with a key supplier it spun off 2 decades ago. Spirit has been under scrutiny for quality issues impacting both Boeing and Airbus, including the fuselage involved in last year's Alaska Airlines 737 MAX door plug incident. Boeing's all-stock offer of $37.25 per share values Spirit at $8.3 billion, including net debt, positioning the company to bring more of its critical supply chain back in-house. On the sales front, Boeing recently announced a major order from Cathay Pacific for 14 additional 777-9 passenger jets, bringing the Hong Kong carrier's total commitment to 35 of the world's largest twin-engine airplanes. Valued at a list price of $8.1 billion before significant discounts, the deal also includes a long-term maintenance and overhaul agreement for the GE9X engines. The 777-9, designed to cut fuel use and emissions by 20% and reduce noise by 40% compared to older aircraft, will help Cathay meet growing air travel demand in key international markets more efficiently. Taken together, Boeing's expanding backlog, strategic acquisitions, and gradual operational recovery suggest a company regaining altitude, though execution will be critical to sustaining its trajectory in the face of intense competition from Airbus and ongoing regulatory oversight.